is up, everybody? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, bringing you some BSing in the shed. That's what we're up to tonight. A little BSing on a Friday night. I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope the week's treated you well. If not, fuck it. The week's over anyways. So, welcome to the weekend. I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope this weekend looks good for y'all to get out to the rivers and dig some holes. If you're not otherwise doing other things, like if you're in Washington State, you should be picking up an AR lower receiver before you can't do that anymore. At least until we get our rights back. But for now, if you don't got one, go get one. If you're not into them, doesn't matter. Get one anyways. It's your duty as an American. Know what I mean? What's going on, Michigan? Goddamn. Knocking everything over here. Well, alright. So, what is up? I hope everybody's week is okay. Not a lot gold related here. As some of you guys probably already know, we did have a member of our community pass this last week. Good buddy to the channel's Michael Fano. Yeah, he passed this week. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with cancer. There are some funds that people are taking up. Go check out Carson Prospecting. He's going to do a donation to the Wounded Warrior Project in Michael's name. As you know, some of you may know, Michael was a veteran. So really good stuff there. Really important things. Also go check out Jonathan Friend, Black Mass Pater. They're doing a fundraiser for a ramp for M&N Prospecting. Both of those are great. You know, they're really good things for the community, getting involved, helping take care of our own. You know, some of us may not have local communities that we really feel comfortable reaching out to, so I think it's amazing. It floors me every time I think about it, how amazing this online community of prospectors is, and how we really come together for each other. We're complete strangers, most of us. Never seen each other in person, may never see each other in person, but we're still so tightly knit and close together as a community, and I just think that's amazing. And so, like I say, a couple things for the community to pull behind right now, if you can. Every bit is every single bit is welcome, and yeah, do what you can. If you can't, pass the word around, spread the word. And if anybody has the links for those, I apologize for not having the links to all of that ready. You know me, I don't prepare for shit. I do everything out of pocket. But if anybody has those links, please, by all means, feel free to post those up. Here, let me stand up so we can get my proper logos in the background here. Yeah, do the thing. Do what's right. And do what feels right. And do what you can. Banshee Mining, thank you, Julie, so much for posting that up. Right there is the GoFundMe for M&M. Please, if you can, help them out. Help them get their home more accessible. Yeah, do the thing. Got my box. Which box did I send you? Did I send you a toolbox? Or just a box? No, it was a box. You're welcome. Carson Sleep. Thank you, Chris. Thank you guys both for stepping up and taking care of that for me. You guys are awesome. Seriously. I hope the week, again, has been treating everybody well. It's warming up here. Or it was warming up. And I was thinking earlier this week, the sun is out. It looked beautiful. It's like, man, this is some perfect go dig some holes weather. Sure enough, yesterday a storm blows in, and now it sucks. And tomorrow, supposedly it's supposed to snow. Damn it. So that'll be tomorrow's challenge. Unfortunately, is going to be what it is. Yeah. So maybe it won't. Maybe it will. Who knows? If it doesn't, hopefully I can get out and do a little bit of digging myself, and maybe swap out this higher up soil that I wound up getting last time for some lower down, better pay dirt, and then bother putting the effort into drying that out instead of this stuff. Not that this stuff is bad, it's all still from the same river space, so there very well could be a shitload of gold in here, and then I'd toss it out and miss out on the gold. But you know, even if that happens, I'm gonna run the bitch through the gold cube, because I did not lug all this shit home for nothing. Did not lug it home for nothing. So even if I don't use this for pay dirt, I'm gonna go through it because it's pay dirt. But hopefully I can get it to dry sometime this year. I'm gonna wind up having to put it on the barbecue. Clean it up that way. Let's see. What else do we have? In other news, Prospector's Dream, as you guys may know them as Dream Mat. These guys right here. Released a new mat this week. And hopefully I have a couple on the way here soon. It's going to be a 6-inch combo mat. So it's going to have, the combo. It's going to have the micro to the Cape D to the mini. And you can go pick those up right now, Prospector's Dream, under their combo mats, 6-inch, 6x16, the one. And hell yeah. So I'm excited to get that. I was hoping he would just send me one, but maybe he'll send an extra, I don't know. But I gotta buy one at least. And I'm, as soon as he gets them made up for me, because I gotta get them in my color. I can't just get whatever's off the shelf. Thank you, Donna. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you for that donation. Hell yeah. But, yeah, I've been bugging Dave to make a combo, 6-inch combo mat since they came out with the Cape D mats. Because as soon as I saw the Cape D stuff, I was saying, dude, I need that. Because pay dirt, sometimes you can get nugs, bigger nuggets. And I don't, the micro mat, you can lose some of that. But it is my feeling that the Cape D is the perfect pay dirt small scale mat, because it's got the smaller cells that is more in tune to the gold that we are generally going to be trying to get. But it's got higher walls, so you can't really oversaturate the cells that quickly. You got to really work at it. You got to throw a lot of sand on there for that to happen. Black sand, shit that's going to stick. Otherwise, the Cape D is solid as hell. It's what they use out at Cape D. And so it's good stuff. So I was really excited when that became a thing. And now, finally, it's going to be there's a 6-inch version of it. So if you don't have a mat and you need a mat for your sluice, go pick one up. Prospector's Dream. Find it in the place. Tell them Dig Daddy sent you. Or if you want to get a specialty one, the same color as I get, the black and red, let me know. If I have enough people who are interested in getting them, I might have Dave make a larger special run for me and get a few more of that combo mat in the black and red. I'm getting 2 for sure, but if enough people want it, then I'll tell them make me 10. They do not. The only Cape Ds you can get are the combo mat or the 12x mat. The 12x12 for the gold cube. Because it's for the gold cube. You take the gold cube out to Cape D because that's the most efficient thing that you can run. And so those are 12x12 sections. No worries. I can always place an order. I'm technically an official Prospector's Dream Mat reseller, so I can always place an order. If I get enough people who want it this month, I'll order some up, and then if I get enough people down the road, then maybe I'll get it again. I should have thought about that. When is spring break? Because yes, I want to get out there so badly, but every time I think about it, I lose track of time. Then the date gets here, and then there's no way I can book a spot. So I'm gonna have to look to see when spring break is and get my ass out there, because it's been way too many years. I have my permit, so I can legally go out to Cape D and use recirculating the Gold Cube setup like we've always done. You can't do that legally anymore if you don't have a permit. First full week of April, huh? Well, I'm gonna have to look in to see when our spring break out here is, and make sure I do the appropriate things and get a couple extra days off. That's a good question. Where are you moving to, Josh? Aren't you moving to Arizona or Texas? Hopefully it's Arizona. No offense to anybody in Texas. Ain't no gold there. Supposedly. I don't know. Maybe there's a shitload of gold. Permit is not open. You got to get one approved. If you go out there and you don't have a permit, you are breaking the law. And legal breaks, violations of the fish and gold is, I think, about $5,000, and potentially loss of all your equipment that you have there. So it is not worth it fucking around, because you might get some froggy ass BLM or whatever the fuck they have up here, FNGs, who aren't cool, and they're like, oh, I got an easy one here, and then they think they're gonna write you a ticket, and they will, and you can't fight it. There ain't shit you can do about that. Because if you're out there without the proper shit, they are gonna bend your ass over. I've actually had a permit for some time. Even before it was necessary, I went and got one. A hydro project permit. Didn't need one, but I got one just in case. But now you absolutely have to get one. So I got one. I think it's good for 5 years. I pushed it to the max, and I believe that was 5 years. And I wasted a year already. So I need to get out there and make use of it. But yeah, I think it's 5 years. 2 weeks. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a project. So you're filing a project plan, and you're telling them this is how long the project's going to take, and the most they allow is 5 years. So you just take the max, and then you don't have to go through the process. But getting it, that takes a little bit of time. It takes like a month to 2 months, depending on how backlogged they are. And most people who are watching it, they filed the very day filing opened, to kind of avoid the backlog. So it's a two-part thing. One, you got to email some dude at one agency and get him to verbally or write down on a letter stating that you don't need a plan thing. There's one thing that you don't need, but you need to get a letter stating that you don't need that. Then you can take that to a certain person in a different agency and tell them, look, see, I don't need this, so I'd like to apply for the HPA. Thank you. Yes, yeah, thank you, T-Rep. Dennis Pettis, that's where I got the process from. And so, yeah, they did all the work. They filled everything, pretty much most everything out for you. So you just had to fill in your own details. So they made it really, really easy. So if you're a member of the Bedrock Prospecting Group, look back in Facebook to some of the older posts, because there's links and process layout for you to do this. Makes it so fucking easy. Do that, you get your permit. You get your HPA, then you can go out there whenever the fuck you want, process, as long as you're following the rules that were in place, which is 10 feet of sluice. You can have up to 10 square feet of sluice. And you can take water from the ocean. You don't have to bring the water with you. You just have to dump the water onto the dirt, not back out into the ocean or into the creek that goes down. But if you're on Benson, you're past the creek section anyway. That's on the other side of the lighthouse. But, yeah. Can I share my permit? No. It's one site per permit. I guess if I'm not using the full... What's going on, JViz? If I'm not using my full 10 foot of sluice potential option, I guess maybe I could share out some of that footage. So like if I only used 5 feet, maybe you could use the other 5 feet and we would say it's all under one umbrella. But I can't have a 10 stack or a stack in a sluice and you also have a 10 stack and a sluice, because then that's going to exceed what the permit allows. But yeah, I got mine and I need to put it to work. Make use of that shit. Because it's such easy gold, man. There's no effort really. You dig down 6 inches and you run everything for the next 8 inches. You dig down another foot and then you run everything for the next 3 feet. 3 feet? Foot and a half? 2 feet? 3 feet? Until it stops being black sand. But you're going to find 2 layers of black sand out there. The first one, run it, dig down. That's probably going to have nothing. On that second layer, that's the good stuff there. Run as much as you can. And if there's anything on the top layer, like if they just got done dredging and dumped, you may have a lot of black sand on the very, very top layer. Run that shit too. Wherever there's black sand, out there anyways, you're in a good place. Fly poop. Just tons of fly poop. And it's all the most beat down gold that you're going to find anywhere. They're basically little dishes of gold. Little itty bitty round dishes of gold, because they've just been hammered down all the way down the mountain, all the way down the creeks, all the way down the Columbia River, till they piled up. And then they go through and they dredge all that shit out with the big fucking scoopers. And then they dump that shit out in the ocean, I think, like a half mile out. And then that shit flows its way back in, because now the ocean's pushing it in. But it's all really, really fine stuff. It's the hardest shit to pan. And I know I talk shit and I say that, but it is the hardest shit to pan. It is this. This is what this is. And you get enough of it, and it's just like this. This would be your concentrate. A little bit of lighter stuff in there too, but it's definitely a challenge. You're not going to want to sit there panning it. That's for damn sure. Unless you're just bored as hell. You can use a magnet. That'll take down probably more than half of it. You actually, I wouldn't even bother running a magnet, like a handheld magnet, because this is what's going to happen. You're going to max it out every single time. And there's going to be gold in there, so you're going to wind up pulling the gold out with it, and so it's fruitless. So you really, really, really want to get it concentrated down first. And then you can let the cons dry and run that with a magnet. Probably like a spin-off or one of the Colton's mining magnet systems. And then once you get those separated, then you got to think. Yeah. This is the dirt that was meant for. Absolutely. I mean, he meant it for whatever he's using, but this is the dirt that it really, really matters on. Like, if you're running a good amount of this stuff, you want to have all the fine gold recovery tools that you can, because you're going to need them. Unless you just want to work at it for fucking ever. Start with the gold cube, get your concentrates, and then go from there. But I think you can take like 2 buckets. You can bring home 2 buckets of concentrate, which basically means you got to classify the big shit out of it, and there's really no big shit. You just got to run it through a classifier to get anything, sticks and shit like that out of there. Then you can bring 2 buckets, I believe, per day. Or something to that effect. Yeah, Lake Superior is another place where the sands get beaten down very, very much, because it's a huge body of water. But it's not quite the same, because think about it this way. You have the Columbia River, which goes through the entirety of Washington. All of the gold-bearing creeks and rivers, they all lead to the Columbia. And so you get a lot more heavies. All of that is replenishing all the time, constantly. Where the lakes don't get replenished really from anywhere but the lake itself, and however it gets there. I know you have creeks that dump into it, and you could probably have some hot spots. But I would say this is a red hot spot, because it all kind of goes to that one beach. There and below in Oregon, there's a beach in northern Oregon that gets the benefits of the dredge out dumps as well, and just what naturally flows out down the Columbia down to the ocean. But right on, Minnesota Mark, thank you for that, much appreciate you. BSing in the chat, that's what we do, brother. That's how we do it. Oh yeah. But yeah, Lake Superior, I'd like to prospect and process out there. Do a little prospecting and mining. But like I say, Cape D is easy. Just find a spot, set up shop, and dig a hole. And there's no big rocks. It's all sand. The whole fucking thing is sand, so it's so goddamn easy. So you'll wind up moving, a lot of buckets. A lot of buckets. What's going on, Vermont? What is going on to all 50 states? If you're in any state of America, what's happening? And you know what? Canadians too. If you're in Canada, what's up? If you're in Greenland, fuck you. Everybody else is cool. I don't know if we have anybody actually from Greenland. Greenland's just fine. You're cool. Is it raining in Missouri? Yeah, it was raining here too, man. Fucking wind. Hella wind. Wind was crazy today, man. I thought trees were coming down. But nothing did. Both my trees are up still. Well, I only have technically the one big tree. But this motherfucker's huge. It's like 100 feet. But my neighbor has one. And that one seems bigger because he's up on top of the hill. right here, because my house is on a ridiculously steep hill, it's just carved out. But at the top, that tree just seems insanely tall. My wife's always worried that one's going to fall over on our house. So she's like, can we just make them chop it down? I was like, nah, I can't make anybody do shit. Some places, like Mount Rainier, is covered in snow. Apparently, tomorrow it's supposed to snow out at my spot. I burn trees daily, you know this. And I let them go out all the time too, apparently. There we go. But I had to actually chop off a bunch of branches off of this tree because it's right outside the shed. It might not have been the smartest place to build, but it was the only spot I had. So I actually had to take off a few branches. And you know, when the branches are up there, they seem big enough. Well, when those motherfuckers fall on you, and you realize that that's like a 30-foot branch, it gets a lot bigger as it's coming down towards your face. And I found that out a couple times over. Then I got smart and started roping the branches off so they didn't fall on me and I could actually control their descent. And I had to do that for the ones that were hanging over my neighbor's yard because I didn't want them to fall over there and then I have to retrieve them. So I got some rope and swing over, smack me anyways. Can't win. For sure. And they add up so fast. Like it, you know, because they're big and floofy. They're evergreen trees, so the branches are just ridiculously long. And when they get down, they're just, it's a lot of stuff. All the branches off of the branches. You chop those can make Christmas trees on their own, man. You know, your 30-foot branch has got a bunch of 8-foot little mini branches off of it. You're just like, damn, I didn't realize it was this much material. You know, I cut 2 branches down and I gotta dispose of the material over 2 weeks, chopping it all down. I had to go get myself a little chainsaw, a little Ryobi chainsaw. What's going on out west? Yeah. When I lived in my apartment, we had one of these big firs, and it fell down on the apartment complex. Not on mine, but like a couple of doors over and up on top. It fell down on their shit. Didn't make it in because there was big other supports for the building. But that's scary, thinking about a big ass tree falling on your house. It's coming inside, man. Aldi's pulling out? Yeah, me too. Yeah, thank you, Donna. Don't forget to smack that like button if you're liking the show so far. What's going on, GS? If you're hanging out and you haven't already hit the thumbs up, give me that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. If you're here anyways, do all that shit. And then go click the link on top of the chat window up on top there. And put a comment on that video. Like it as well. And that way you can get entered in on tonight's Sloppy Seconds. Because I know everybody loves that Sloppy Seconds. Already got the bag ready to go. Got my my pay dirt, the shit that I go pick up. Got a bag of that ready to go. And I sweetened it up with some garnets. I know a couple of you are loving that. I know a lot of you are hating that. But hey, it's the way. If you get good panning this stuff, you can pan anything. Not a problem. Except beach sands. Just don't fuck with beach sands, man. It is truly not worth your time. Because the gold is so small, man. A little scoop, you might get 2 flakes. And that's worth 0.0012 cents. So you need a lot of those. And that's a lot of scoops. So many scoops. So you really gotta move buckets to make it worth the time. And you're not gonna do that with a pan. Garnets. Woo. Big garnets? I don't know. I might have some big garnets floating around. I got the medium garnets. I got these guys in there. Those are chips. Those aren't medium enough. I take that back. Oh, hey, there's the things I was looking for. Honestly, man, I have no idea where my big garnets are. In fact, I may not even have big garnets anymore. I give up. Fuck it. If I find the big garnet bag, I'll definitely throw one in. Because why not? You guys love the garnets? I'm down to throw them in there. But I'm glad that I found my brush. I've been looking for my little brush so I can clean my pan. No, I'm sure there's a garnet floating around here somewhere, man. I've got all sorts of bullshit everywhere. This place is a mess, though. Crying out loud. You want to do some dirt? You want to wash some dirt? Fuck yeah, man. I like that plan. Sounds good to me. What time is it? 5:30? It's about that time. So yeah, let's run some dirt. I got a little bit of dirt made up in the cup. Sitting over there. It is my my pay dirt that I get out the river. So yeah, let's hit the switch. Let's hop over to the sluice cam. Sluice is already flowing because I got the heater going. Because when I reached in there earlier, it was cold. God damn. But now it's warmed up. As you can see, the steam is rising off of the water. Maybe we can get us a little bit better of a view. How does that work for you guys? Is that good? And can you guys still hear me pretty well? Do I need to move things around, or are we good? Cool. Because I was going to wait. Nobody said anything. Alright. We got the Dig Daddy's pay dirt here. As you can see, it's that beautiful Washington State dirt. The stuff out my river. Place that I like to go. The place where I like to dig. So I'm going to share that with you guys tonight. Let's turn the heater off so I don't electrocute myself here live on stream. Because that would be kind of a tragic thing. Alright, got my shovel. I got that shovel. If you need one of these for yourself, hit up the Backyard Prospecting Shop, backyardprospecting.com. In the Prospector Shop, and you too can get yourself a sweet ass pay dirt shovel. And it's a pay dirt shovel. I mean, you're not going to take this thing out to the river. Let's be honest here. That would be so tedious. I mean, it is a nice little shovel, but I'd rather have a scoop. At least. If not an actual shovel. So honestly, I don't usually bring a full shovel out with me. I usually just dig with a scoop. I got a bad back, so I tend to... I figure that if I just stay closer to the ground, then it's less overall strain on me. and then I just get up when I'm ready to move, as opposed to always twisting my back trying to move the shovel around, going back and forth from the hole to the bucket. Fuck all that. I bring the bucket and to the hole, and I sit in the hole, and just clear that bitch out. And I probably move a little less material that way than with the traditional shovel, but I find that my back doesn't hurt quite as bad after a day of shoveling or moving dirt. Still hurts like hell, but not quite as bad. I need to get myself a new micro sluice. Change up the color. On my last order, I got these really cool, like teal ones, or a teal one. I got 2 extra. I think I already shipped one. I think I shipped the really cool one. But I got this army green and black one. It's pretty sick. I might keep this one for myself and switch out to it for a while. And yes, that is a piece of shiny. There's a few pieces of shiny in here. There's one up here in the neck, one there, 2 there, one right there, another one over here. So yeah, let me see if I can get some more light in here. Does that help? Or maybe I can move you guys closer to the action. There. Right? That camo color. Fucking love it, dude. But I've kind of married myself to the black and red because I kind of called it my color. And I've had Dave make a whole bunch of stuff in that color scheme that I have. But as far as the micro mats go, I got like 5, 6, 7 different colors in that. So why not have a few different ones of these too, you know? I had these really nice purple ones that I liked, but I wound up having to give them up for toolbox sluices. In fact, I don't think my toolbox sluice even has a mat in it anymore. Yeah, I got a pan design in my head. I just got to figure out how to make it something physical. I'm alright with the 3D modeling stuff, but I use the most simple basic shit and do as much as I can from there. If I had a real CAD set up and knew what I was doing, ooh, I could make some cool shit. Like, I'd make a variation of the brawn pan that I have so that I wouldn't get sued for making it. But it would be kind of similar and have a lot of the tech features that it has. I just don't know if I'd make the front quite as steep, because it would be a pay dirt or a finishing pan. Yeah, I like the black and red as well. That's what, it kind of goes with the toolbox sluice because the toolbox is black and red. But if I ever wound up having to go with a different source for the toolbox, then I might change up the theme depending on what color the new toolboxes wind up being. But I foresee being able to get these for the foreseeable future. I know my local store hates me because I clean them out whenever they have them. I'm probably the only one who buys them. I hope there's not shiny down the whole mat. You really don't want to see gold past the halfway point. On this one, maybe a little bit further down is okay, because you only have so much space to run. But on the full size one, yeah, I get concerned if I see gold past the first 6 inches. Thank you, Captain Craig. Most appreciated. Alright. Let's move you guys up. What's going on, people? Yeah, I got the brawn pan in the hand. Always good every little bit. Brush your pan down. Get rid of any slime that might be building up on it so it doesn't hold on to material and gold. Make your job harder. You don't want your pan to make your job harder. Your pan should work for you. You gotta fight your pan, you're doing it wrong. Clean to you guys? Looks clean to me. Degrees is cold, man. Fucking polar bear. And of course my magnet's way over there. magneted up all my gold. Oh, shit. Just joking, I didn't magnet up my gold, because gold's not magnetic. If your gold's magnetic, you got a problem. Or your gold is an alloy. But neither here nor there, but what is there is your gold, baby. Look at all that. That's a nice little pinch. What do you guys think? Eh? Alright. If you think otherwise, well, I don't know what to tell you. But we're going to sucker this up. I missed that. Good big chunker. Alright. Where's my cup? Always misplacing the cup. Yeah, the website that I found that was selling knockoffs of this, they're gone now. Unfortunately, they went under, what, just went away, I don't know. But even that, now that source is gone too. So I don't even know if I'll ever have a chance to get another one of these. Let's go make fire. Okay. Let's go back over here. Come hang out with me, guys. Big Daddy's back. Ooh. It's not a new torch. I've had that torch for a long time. Be Greeny bought it for me. He saw the old piece of shit torch that I was using. He was like, no, you need to get this one. In fact, I'm going to buy you one. Put it on your wish list. I was like, all right, shit. I'm not going to tell nobody no. So I found one that I thought wasn't too expensive. Because they have this brand, the Blazer brand, they go up, you know, like $100 torches. And I didn't want to take advantage of somebody's kindness and be like, here, give me the fucking Cadillac. I was good with this one here. This one works great, man. It's been fucking awesome. Yeah, just go to a smoke shop and get yourself some 7X refined butane. Fill that bitch up. That's what I use, just because it was easier to find it. As I have a smoke shop down the street from me. Actually, this one's not 7 refined. This one's just Volcano. But these things come pre-filled, so I don't fill these fucking things. They're already filled. I was gonna order some from China, from the manufacturer, get my logo put on them. But you gotta order like 10,000 of them before they'll put a logo on shit. I don't need to buy that many lighters. But they also don't come filled. They're empty because they gotta ship them. Or they're just being cheap, I don't know. But they're empty either which way. And so that means I would have had to buy like a case of these to fill them all up. 10,000 of them. I'm not about to fill 10,000 motherfucking lighters. No, they work. I mean, you're getting them from the manufacturer. They're the exact same lighters. I'd be getting them from the manufacturer, not the guys. Because the people who bring them in right now is this Eagle company. They pay the manufacturer to put their logo on those. I could pay the manufacturer to do the same thing, and I could put Backyard Prospecting on them. But I'd have to order a lot. But I could even get my own packaging and shit. Make it all super legit. I mean, they're nice lighters. They're the same fucking lighters. Oh no, I'm sure I could sell 100 of them right here just on my page on my page alone. Yeah, no, David, I figured that was exactly it. You know, I mean, you're going to be shipping them across the sea. You don't need something extra to potentially burn everything down. There's a lot of irony of a boat burning. You're on top of water. Yeah, I kind of wish I lived closer down there to Portland. Not Portland, but like Vancouver, Olympia. Just because then it would not be nearly as much of a drive to go out to the coast. Because it's like a 4-hour drive from where I'm at. That's a long damn drive, man. That's why I don't go out there every weekend. Otherwise, if it was closer, I'd be out there all the damn time. Sweet. Yeah, I'm going to look into this whole spring break thing. And maybe I can get some time off and go out there as well. Drag my kid out there so he can be my free labor. Plus, I love dragging him out to the gold stuff. You know, get to hang out with him, spend time. That's always good. That's never a bad thing. He's 16 now, so he's going to be going off to college soon. And got to thinking about that the other day. And it's like, it just made me sad, you know? Because he's my little buddy. We always hang out. We watch anime together. Watch all the TV shows. You know, a lot of our interests in stuff line up. And so, it's going to suck when he goes off to college, man. I love his mom, obviously, but me and his mom, she don't watch no fucking anime and shit, so it's gonna be kind of sad. It'll be a little lonely, but I'll have more time to dick around and play with dirt, I guess. Yeah, Minnesota. I've been out to the beach before. I've taken my cube out 2 times. Well, no, I took the Oh, wow. I took some bullshit out there with me the first time I went out, and I wound up just bringing back a tub full of sand. But I still didn't have the means to properly process it or put it after I was done running it. So that was kind of a wash. The second time I went out there, I took my cube out, ran the dirt through there, kind of had to break down in a rush because my wife freaked out because the tide was coming in. And she wanted to get out of there, so I kind of had to break it down quick. Didn't think I'd gotten anything. Months later, maybe like a year later, I go into the tub where I kept my cube. My cube is out here now. You can see it underneath the flag. Right there. But pull the cube out, and I was like, just let me clean up the mats. I'm going to switch these out for Dream Mat. Cleaned them off, ran that. There was gold on there. So I was like, yeah, all right. Apparently I did get some gold. But it was only a little bit. It was just a little bit. But yeah, it's a lot of black. A lot of black sand. Like I was telling everybody earlier, it's in layers, right? There's some blonde sand. Actually, the top layer is going to be dusted with black sand. So you'll see where good spots are by just seeing where the black sands pile up. There's going to be a little layer, millimeter at most. Get that out of the way, and there's going to be about 6 inches of sand, brown, blonde sand. Probably not worth doing anything with that, but if you already got the shit running, fuck it, why not? But then you'll get one layer of black sand that's about like that. Then more blonde sand. And then some black sand. And that's the good stuff right there. The deeper you can go down and find layers of black sand, the better that black sand is going to be. But that's really all you got to be is maybe about 2 to 3 feet down at most. And it's all sand, so there's no big chunks of rock or anything you got to worry about moving around. It's just all sand. But, alright, let's switch over to the bench cam. Fire this baby up and let's see how much gold we wound up finding. Move it up a little bit so we can get a better angle on the thing. Tear that out. Zeros across. Alright, let's see what we found. Fucker. Alright, 0.102 grams of gold. About that 1/10 of a gram. Drop that in our sloppy seconds. Shake her down. I was trying to be tricky. It didn't work. Sweet. That's right. Last call for the sloppy seconds. If you ain't got it in by now, I don't know what to tell you. But leave your comment. Do the thing. Because it's time. Time. For some sloppy seconds. One lucky viewer is going to get this bag of pay dirt right here, specially handcrafted right in front of you by none other than Dig Daddy. So, alright. Last chance to leave your comments. I know there's a couple required ads that you got to watch, so I'll take a little bit of time here. Take a big chug of Gatorade and go back to our main view. Hello. Alright. Now, last week's winner was I Am Zaxxon. And he got his rainbow pay dirt at Mystical Sands, brought to you by the Unicorn. I'm going to be using that sand here soon. Question for you guys. Did you enjoy last year's bunny beans? Because I'm thinking about doing that one again this year. But it takes a lot of little gemmy stuff, so I'll have to order that up. But if you guys enjoyed that one last year, I can bring that back for another season, now that it's about Easter. Do some of them bunny beans. If not, then I'll think of something else to do. But for now, let's go find our GAW page. It's on the other screen, so let me hop my ass over there. Our GAW page. Let's get us some comments. 31 comments. All right. Give it another one. Give it another one. Give it another one. One last try. 31's the number. No duplicates. No replies. Single message only counts. One entry per person. Giveaway is sponsored by none other than me, Backyard Prospecting. No affiliations with anybody anywhere. It's all me all the time. So let's start our raffle and pick a winner. This week's winner is going to be ManaYT 808. Good luck, everyone, and stay blessed, and much aloha to everyone. Well, congratulations, Mana. This is your week. You won tonight's Sloppy Seconds. So, hell yeah. All right. Well, it sounds like you guys are having some love for those bunny beans. So I think I might bring them back this year. We'll do another round of them. Maybe I'll sweeten them up with a little bit more gold and see what kind of goodies that I can put in there. So I'll get putting that together. So expect that one to be the next pay dirt. It'll be coming out at some point. Of course, if you're a Patreon member, you're going to get first notification of that. Even if it's just by a day, sometimes that's all it takes is one day. And if you miss it, you might actually not even get a chance to buy the dirt because it sells out like that. So that's one of the benefits of being a Patreon. So go check that out, patreon.com, Backyard Prospecting. So you're looking for $5 a month is all it takes to support the channel. And that gets you also entered in for the monthly raffle, which we'll have the first month or the first week of every month. But you'll be notified of any new pay dirts that I get before I mention it to the masses. Usually I'll wait a little bit to give you guys that chance to pick it up. So just keep that in mind. But otherwise, keep an eye out on the page, backyardprospecting.com. In the Prospector shop is where you'll find it. Along with other cool things like my toolbox sluices, my magnetic separators, and all the other stuff that I think up and wind up selling. Everything goes towards supporting the channel and doing what we do here. And I appreciate everything you guys bring to me and that you hang out with me every week here for BSing in the Shed. But again, congratulations, Mana. Make sure you get me your address. I'm sure I have it somewhere here already, but it's always good to follow up on that. Just to make sure that I have your current information. And I'll get this bag of dirt out to you and enjoy it. Otherwise, to the rest of y'all, I want to thank you once again for hanging out. This is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace. Oh, and an announcement. I want to welcome Julie back, Banshee Mining, as one of our patrons. Since we're talking about patrons, welcome back, Julie. All right. Peace out.